Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Get it!
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go, here we go!
Smith now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
He's got the first down and more. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And Walker has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Seahawks in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Out to his left. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On 2nd and 10, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready, set.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This is the tight end Fant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the gun, it's Walker. Brought down at the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Geno. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Ken Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't kick in these conditions.
6 points.
Yeah, there's my point. I can't kick, bro. I'm playing with a bit of delay, to be honest. But
now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT
I agree.
miss. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now it's Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
From the 50, it's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing again is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 43 yards. yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray to air it out again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, he clanks takes it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On play action, it's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make second down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Murray, again he finds more. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. On the move to his left. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 40. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Go. Out of the gun, Walker with it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down by DeAndre Hopkins, and this guy, he's looking for a rebound from uncharacteristically low numbers last season. Missed the first significant time of his career due to injury and was limited to career lows in catches and yardage. Back and fully healthy, we expect him to return to his all-pro form.
And now here's another interception. Julian Love picks it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Prater for the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be... And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll get that one complete to Conner. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.
GG, bro. GG's.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held
man.
high. What a performance.
How's it going? It's a solid game.
Charles, just complete domination on both sides of
No, a solid game. 59 point solid game. Nah, that's type crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of OD'd. If I get suspended, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it wasn't intentional. I was just taking what was given to me. I ain't gonna lie. But 59 points is kind of outrageous. I ain't gonna lie.
Their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5.
Doing what I gotta do, man.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the
Look
LA
at these stats real quick.
Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss here will move them back to 500.
No, 6 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm getting packed up. I ain't gonna lie. 6
6
touchdowns is outrageous. Conner did his thing and crunched him, you know. Garbage time. Walking to the eye. Rondale had 100. He had a bust. Well, he had 14 catches. All right, cool. But bust 68, crazy. It was a whole offense. Walked to the eye. DK went crazy. Nah, these picks are stupid though. You know, type shit. 5-1, 5-1. Something light. I got injury. Who the fuck got injured? Damian Lewis. He tore something, so he gonna be out for a couple weeks. It's Gucci though. That was an XP. Alright. I think I got my division in the bag. Like, not even on no bragging shit. Just off the strength of roster. And plus, like, Law hasn't been playing his games. He's 1-4, so he ain't been active. So just off the strength of that, I think I got the division in the bag. Like, Carr, obviously, you just seen what happened. No shade towards him. Rams, I don't know. I probably gotta see Rams. Rams got, roster wise, it's not even close. Like I said, I got like the most put together team in the division, so I ain't even tripping. Well, Niners, but like I said, bro, Law ain't been active like that, as far as I know. He out for a week. This motherfucker stay getting hurt, bro. I picked him up for no reason. 4 weeks. Damian Lewis. I can manage. It's not 4. I played Cardinals again. I played Giants. I played Yeah, and Chargers for my next 3. Baker going crazy? Alright. Henry. Rondell, apparently. Jesus Christ. Who else? I mean, I guess, man. I'm doing my thing out here. Gino going stupid, though. I ain't gonna lie. 18 passing. Yeah. He going stupid. K-Walk doing his thing. And then you see the offense. Everybody getting a piece of it. How many touchdowns he got? DK got 6 touchdowns already. That's crazy. And then Pick City over here, like. The secondary is stupid. I'm telling you, Adams the best safety in the game. It's not even funny. If he had Acrobat, bro, it's not even. He would have way more picks, way fucking more. He dropped one in his game, but that's it. I'm getting off, bro.